committee, we can start to maybe divvy this up a little bit so that we're actually all doing it, as opposed to one or two astute diligent members who are constantly doing it. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
just think it's something that we could discuss. And I mean, I'd be happy to take on, some stuff from this side of the neighborhood or whatnot.
Yeah.
We all live in different spots. I think we could do
Sections.
it.
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah,
could do it, is
I
what I'm
think so
saying.
too. And I thank you for offering to check on your side. We definitely can do that, so we know that when we get to a meeting, there's a few of us that have seen it, have actually seen
Right.
it, maybe in the course of the posting period. You know.
It's important. I do
Yep.
believe it's important.
Okay. All right. So that's definitely something that we can do. But again, we all, as members, should be checking these things. We all should be doing it. Um, I really don't want it to fall on one or two individuals. Because we all, you're talking about sort of easing the burden as we all share it. Not that it's a burden, but in terms of, I just think everyone could have their part in doing that very same thing that has been suggested and what we should be doing anyway. Okay. Anybody else?
I have
Well, I
my
thank
hand
you.
up. It's Tamika Gibbs again.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, Miss Gibbs. Go ahead.
um, Miss Mitchell, I've been on this committee for quite a many years now, and I must say, like you said,
Excuse
I'm
me.
on several other committees as well, and this is one of the committees that do follow up. And believe it or not, a lot of, like you said, a lot of us live in a lot of different areas, and we do follow up. Prior to us getting on our agenda, we individually go out, especially with those that are problem locations, go out to make sure stuff is posted. I remember during pandemic, there was a situation with illegal parking for uh a curbside something, and we were all like literally checking, going like, okay, let's see what's going on over here, because it was the board office getting constant complaints. So I can say I know for a fact this committee and quite a few other committees are very intact and in tune, because that's the whole purpose of the board. We are all over different locations of the district, so we do check on and follow up to make sure a posting is up, somebody's outside seating area is being cleaned, because we have gotten those, especially in the past, since the pandemic, where places weren't being kept, outdoor sheds weren't being used for eating. So I mean, this is one of the very active, and the members of this committee are very diligent with going out to different areas, because we are spread out all over, and we do check in and make sure things are on the up and up. Um, so I am happy to report that this committee is one of those that are very diligent in making sure, for at least for the most part, that everybody is following the same guidelines, and we are looking.
Excellent. Thank you, Miss
Absolutely.
Gibbs. Okay.
I'm
Miss
just
Mitchell, you
going
get ready
to
to say something else?
Yeah, just going to respond to Ms. Gibbs. Yeah, no,
Yep.
absolutely. I agree with you on that, Ms. Gibbs. What I'm saying is that maybe we could just do it in a more organized manner, is all I'm saying, as opposed to, like you said, like how you took on that project to check for street cleaning, excuse me, for sidewalk cleaning, etc. Maybe you won't be able to get out there every day or every other day. Maybe your schedule won't permit that. Who can you hand it off to? Maybe that's what I'm actually advocating for. It's not a criticism towards the committee, in saying that they're not up to it. In fact, I do believe that this committee is very diligent in doing so. And what I'm saying is that that diligence should be rewarded in a way that we can possibly share the workload, so that it doesn't fall on just a couple people who happen to be doing this on that day. Like, what happens if you can't make it, or whatever the case may be. Like, let's just try to organize it in a way so that we make sure that nothing falls through the crack, and nobody's being tasked with things that are maybe burdensome to them and their schedule. That's all I was saying. Anyways, thanks.
Mr. Whitawax, hello.
Yeah, I was just going to remind again the committee members who've been around a little longer will remember Wayne Bailey, who used to do this every meeting.
Mhm.
He would go out and visit each of the establishments that were on our roster. He even had a little measuring wheel that he would make sure was
Yes.
250 feet or 500 feet too. Wayne unfortunately isn't with the committee anymore, but we can certainly reach out to him and see if he's willing to donate his wheel to whoever wants to take on that task. But I agree, it should be something maybe we want to consider formalizing.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Whitawax. Okay, anyone else before we leave? I thank you all. Happy New Year to you. If you didn't hear me in the beginning, I hope you had a fabulous start to the new year. And I look forward to seeing you all at our board meeting in a few days. And if not, if I don't see you then, we'll see you next month. Any new information that we get, we will send as usual to the team. Okay, so have a good evening, everyone. Thank you. Good night.
Happy New Year all. Good evening.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.